as hopefully wrapping up on the actual sewing, or the majority of the sewing, for the mini traveler slings. So I'm just going to post and then we'll get into it here. Okay, story posted. And so we got to do a test logo brand on one of the ones that's like, oh, apparently I'm watching myself from July 29th. Cool. Okay, that's not the one I want to watch. Okay, this feels like it's getting hot here. Basically, I just crank it to the top and wait for it to warm up, and then we're going to see if it brands on this darker leather that I have. Because realistically, why wouldn't it? But, you know, just in case. Okay. So first things first, we're going to just do a test burn. Up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that did nothing. Okay. It's going to warm up more then. Okay, so while it's warming up then, I am going to shove all of this over here. And we are going to do some sewing then, because there's 0 point in wasting this time outside of like, well, it wasn't a waste of time to like set up and get the like stream and everything going. Cheers. Thank you for joining me again tonight. Cheers this way. I'm drinking a, what is it? Brewster's 52nd Street Peach Ale. And it's always really good, but this time it's like they almost like put like peach rings in it. It's delicious. So, cheers. I was like, I did not, well, I had my beer when I went to bed last night, but I was like, I am going to be working tonight, so I want a work beer. Okay, so we are at the point where I need to go in and do, we gotta do pockets. That's what we gotta do. So we gotta finish constructing the welt pockets. I will be branding leather here soon. I'm just waiting for it to finish heating up. First thing I have to do before I do welt pockets is for all the dark stitched ones, I have to go in and actually get the it contained within the zipper. The zipper needs to be contained. Alright, so now I'm hitting the point where I was super confident earlier that I had a like fairly high chance of getting these all done, and now I'm like less confident that I have a high chance of getting these all done. I still have a like small opportunity, but I definitely procrastinated going for my run tonight. But hey, the kids went to sleep like super fast. They didn't get into bed until about 9 o'clock, which is well past when they should be in bed. But they were chill. I need to do my run. My run went extremely well tonight. I decided that I was going to do it on the treadmill, which is what I ended up doing. And I did 5 miles in 13:08 per mile on average. Basically ran a quarter mile and then walked a quarter mile. The program wanted me to do an average of 13:13 or something like that, so I'm like very happy with that. Now, I do find that my pace in general is usually faster on the treadmill, which is fine. But still, super pleased with that. Because basically that was training my half marathon pace. So the nice thing is even if it's my pace is faster on the treadmill, it is still like getting me used to running that fast for the marathon or half and everything like that. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Nope, you've got to go over further again. There we go. Plus I finished Little Women, the Gerwig version. And then I also watched some Japanese like J-drama, which I've just been like slowly consuming over the last little bit. It's The Many Faces of Ito. It's one of those series where it's like the same as like the Vampire Smut the past few times. It's like, it's not like amazing, but it's not terrible. And I got my window wide open right now because it is still absolutely glorious outside right now. And we're just going to enjoy the late evening August air. Tonight's probably going to be a little bit quieter of a stream. I do typically so faster when I'm not talking as well. Surprise. But if you have any questions, as always, please feel free to throw them in the chat. Or if you just want to sit here and listen to the sounds of the sewing machine, I'll pop in and out with a little bit of chatter, but nothing too much. So let's get this done. I think we can still do it. I got it. Nothing will be tagged by tomorrow, but you know, we'll be able to get them finished and tagged on Saturday, as per usual. Psh, it'll be fine. This is like a super clever way to cover the zip, and I do think it needs to be done, but my goodness, is it a pain in the ass. Okay, let's try this. Super wobbly, but as long as it's caught the zipper, I don't care. Almost, just right here, and I think I see why. So I'll do it from this side actually. Where is it that I need to worry about it? There to there. Okay. Maybe. Finally. Okay, caught. Good. Okay, let's try this again, see if this is hot enough yet. Just gonna do it like on the very 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're getting there. That is warm. Duh, of course it would be warm. Okay, so let's actually see here. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 20 seconds looks like it probably works. This might still be warming up, but I don't think it is, so move it right down here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. No, that does not press very nicely at all. Okay, interesting. Okay, I will go find a piece, some leather that does. It's too dark, I think. So, unclip, we'll go grab some different stuff. It's definitely hot enough. It should be able to press the leather, or brand the leather, so it's not that. This is a very light temper leather. It's something that's like going to be super good for the handles and stuff like that. So it's mostly going to end up being branded, but it is also persnickety about the branding. So let's see if I can get it. I think it only needs like 8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn. What did I just catch myself on? Weird. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that worked. It's clear enough. Can definitely tell it's my logo. Excellent. Actually, let's try it again, maybe with 6 seconds, just with how hot it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is even better. What about 4? 2, 3, 4. 4 is fine too. What about 2 seconds? Probably 2 is little, but let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, okay, so 2 seconds is too little. 4 is, I think, 6 looks the best, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Sweet. Okay. So I'll prep some of this leather. Whew. It stinks. Alright, good thing I have the window open. Okay. Now, does this have I haven't even cut a straight edge on it yet, but, or I kind of have. Okay, so that's going to be the side. Usually what I do is nope, we have no straight edges yet. Okay, so what I usually do is I'll take like the belly part of it, which is really wavy and not usually the best leather, or like straps and stuff like that, and that's what ends up being the logos. Now normally I do cut down the straps and then use the stuff afterwards, but in this case there's this nice big chunk up here that is actually perfect for this. We need 35 logos branded. So we need quite a bit, or quite a few. There's that chunk, that's probably about 15 or so. I'm gonna actually take this tip off here as well. It's probably another 10. There we go, and then oh, and then let's do the other edge because it's got like the brand numbers and all of the stretching is still, like stretch marks are still on here. Or whatever they used to like stretch it on the, basically on the rack when it was like getting tanned and dried is still on here, so I'll cut those off as well. And then when we're ready to go to make straps out of this, I'll square up from this edge probably. Should I have this laid out somewhere long? Yes. Should I actually have this on my cutting table? Yes. Are we not? No. Whatever, it's fine. We can deal. This might actually be the spine. That's okay. It's still going to be easier to square it up this, or like straighten it from here. Oh my goodness, it's really long. Which is actually another good indication that's probably the spine and shoulders and all of that. Okay. It all would need to be cut off, so I'm just cutting it in a way I can use it. In a way I can use it. Hopefully, hopefully. And actually, you know what? I am going to cut it down here as well because it's like got some discoloration. So let's square it off here. Looks like oil stain. Oh, I wonder if it's had oil transfer from one of the other hides or something. Because I mostly work with oil tan, although I am switching. So I wonder if that's it. I'm going to roll it back up. Body side down. So if there's anything more like that, it's not going to end up on like the show side. Because that is actually what it looks like. Oops. Okay. Let's also store it up a level then. Okay, we're good. We got a shit ton of leather now. That's why this is so cranky, is it actually needs to be pulled up. Now we can go in and actually brand it. I'll trim down that piece as I go because it's honestly going to be far too unwieldy. And I'm going to start with the smaller pieces because that's just going to be easier to cut. I just realized that if I went in and actually score this, it's going to be easier all around. For me to brand. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, actually I think 5 might be better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to manually zoom you back down. Woo, here. So back. Woo, all right. Thonk, thonk. Okay, so you can kind of see what I'm actually doing here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's actual like stuff that was in the skin here. That's super cool to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, that one didn't go. Okay, I didn't get 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. And I said, what, 35? And usually I do burn a few more just because, like, then if there's any, like, or brand a few more. Because if there's any issues, like, cutting, like I misplaced the die or whatever, I have a few spare. So we'll probably do 40. So 11. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a little bit softer section, so that's why we're going to go for an extra second. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a half second count. Actually, 4 looks like it's good now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one might be too close, actually. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. So that's why it's like I'll burn a few more because that one is too close. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Hey, we might actually get most of them out of these 2 pieces. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that one still works. There's actually like a pucker here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I know who I need to talk to for Knit City. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that one's too close to this edge. Oh, no, I can make it work. Sweet. It's tight, but it can work. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, cow. You made some good leather. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, but barely. Okay, I'm going to try to get that one. I can get 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, too little. Okay, so how many did that end up making? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 33. That's not bad, actually. As long as they all get, like, are all cut properly. Nom, 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 nom. Drinking that like water, which is definitely not the way to treat it. I probably should chug my water. That's what that tells me. Okay, so there's definitely, actually, so what I say, I had about 33 So maybe I'll do like 45, so 12 more. So I'll cut this down again after I've branded what I want. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, we'll just brand the rest of this sash size. 1, 2, 3. Mostly because then it's done and I don't have to do it as many for the next round of Kato. 1, 2, 3. Or if I want, I won't cut all of these probably, but they'll be branded and I cut them later for like more mini travelers things or the Obi ones or whatever. 1, 2, 3. Too close. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yay, I can count to 3 tonight. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So right now we're going in and branding logos for the mini traveler slings. 1, 2, 3. I am branding more than I need because sometimes I do have a mess up when I'm actually cutting them, or like they're just, some of them end up getting too close. And I am basically just going through and branding this whole thing right now because then I have extra for future so that I don't always have to brand as many. I'm out right now, so this is always how it goes though. Last minute, gotta do the logos, and I am completely out of them right now. So the 3 count is so that I don't overdo this. 1, 2, 3. Or underdo the brand, because if I overdo it, then it gets too mucky. And if I underdo it, it is too light. So, and are there like presses for it? 100%. This was far cheaper, with less like learning. Well, a little bit of learning curve. 1, 2, 3, but less learning curve. I do eventually want one of the hot stamp presses for like customizing leather, for like names and stuff like that. I think that would be a lot of fun. 1, 2, 3. Because I have tried to use this hand press for the hand branding iron for the names, and no. It doesn't seem like it maybe like heats it up correctly or something. I'm not 100% sure. Could also have been the leather I was trying to like actually like emboss it on as well with the leather. Sorry, I'll have to read that in a second, Andrea, because it's gotten covered up by the button, the heart button. 1, 2, 3. I think that's too close. No, we're good. And then last one. 1, 2, 3. And then just like all hot things in my studio. This is an absolutely terrifying piece of equipment that I never know quite what to do with after I'm done with it while it cools down. So we're going to move it. Actually, I'm going to put it on the back desk here, so it's out of the way and I'm not like going to end up burning myself, hopefully. Hopefully. Not yet, at least. Alright, so it's on that little metal stand, and it's also on the, on a piece of leather, so it's not searing my desk. What the leather? Like buttons, as in like cover buttons? Or like as in the like the fabric press buttons that I have. If the latter, the fabric press buttons, no, it's quite thick. So this is about a 2 millimeter thick leather, or 6 ounce leather, 5 to 6 ounce leather ish. Yeah, not would no, unfortunately not. Why do you ask? To bring the big old press over. Shine this light in here because this is always one of the hardest parts, is actually seeing it. It looks like you guys. Yeah, that's probably good enough view for now. So basically now what I do is I'm going to trim some of these down so that they're easier to like use under the press here. That was probably way too close, so let's just... Oh yeah, there's no way to salvage that one. Cool. Alright, so I throw a circular cutter down on top of this. Not throw it. Gently place and micromanage. Throw a plate down because that actually distributes the weight correctly. Kind of try and like center that whole business in the middle. Yes, the brands would actually make really cool buttons, especially the ones that are like a little bit. Okay, there we go. Especially the ones that are like a little bit not something that I want to put on the bag. I couldn't do something like that, but I could actually do some sort of like keychain situation, key fob that you could like attach to keys if I got the proper die for it. But no, they wouldn't fit. They wouldn't fit on the buttons. Although, could you imagine? I could actually. Well, I guess there is probably a way I could figure it out. But this leather in particular is too thick to go through the button press. Okay, what did I say? I need 35 good cuts tonight. We are not going to cut all of the ones that I branded because hell to the no. But we will cut 35 and then we'll smush them under this press so that they're like, they're flattened for the morning so I can glue them on. That one is really close, so what I'm going to actually do, this will look a little bit different, but again, it doesn't need to match exact like all the others. It just needs to match itself, so I'm going to just trim down this edge a little bit and make it a little bit more symmetrical. most of them aren't like this. It's like, please, 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 please just be a smooth cutting experience. And it's like, you have gotten one good one so far. Yay! 30% success rate so far. That one's good. Okay. Doom. Doom, doom, doom. This is kind of in the way, but I think if I move it over like this... Aha! There we go. I can actually see better where I'm placing the die. Now, if I didn't know that these curled, I would cut these in the morning, because honestly, doing this with sunlight in the room is way better, which I will remember next time I do the branding and the cutting. Pull the frickin' lever further out, Katie. There we go. Oh man, this is like cranky leather. Holy. It just took way more effort than it should have. I wonder, actually, this might need to go get sharpened. I wonder if it can be sharpened. Probably. It probably can be. Or at least I can ask the person that I'll take my shears to. Post-Knit City. Oh, right. That week after Knit City, Dallas is actually home working downtown. I forgot about that. So that actually changes the plans a little bit for if I staycation or not. And actually if I do anything with the kids. Shoot. Well, I guess not really. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do stacks of 7. So we'll need 5 stacks of 7 because we need 35. So it's a 6. Oh, no, that, no. So the original reason for this press versus the rivet presses that I had was that it was supposed to actually take all of the different, in theory, it was supposed to take all the different like rivet setting tools and like snap setting tools, and you just then buy the various things and blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't have a large enough neck for it. So I was like, damn it, like now I've got this other press that like is essentially useless. But it is amazing typically for this sort of stuff. Besides the fact that either my die is getting dull or this leather is cranky. Okay, those are too close together. This one I can make work. Could just like cut them out. Sorry, I'm thinking about the pin still, and I could like glue on a pin to it, like a pin back pin. It wouldn't stay flat for very long, but I don't think most people expect fabric or leather pins to do that. Please, 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 please. Ah. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, cool. Okay. I'll take it. I prefer being surprised with higher numbers done than lower numbers not done. Or lower. Yeah, higher numbers done than not. There we go. Still questioning how many of these we're actually going to finish by like tomorrow. Especially when it's taken like 40 minutes to do 8 logos. We're at 9 now. But you know what? My run went well. It needed to be done today. Kids had a chill evening. I had a chill evening. We actually, so I said they were going to have Ichiban. We ended up with mac and cheese. It was tasty because they were like, we don't want Ichiban. What are you talking about? So now I've got a great big bin of mac and cheese for tomorrow. And I pre-cooked hot dogs for tomorrow as well. So they got hot dogs and mac and cheese for lunch in the lunch kit. So they're like half packed. I'll put in the fruit and veggies tomorrow. But that was the goal. One of the goals tonight. I met it. And that will save quite a bit of time in the morning. Yee! No. Stay there. Thank you. Holy. Can you imagine my toes would be talking back for months if I did that. Too close. Okay, so this is the last really feasible one on this section. Seven, 3, 4. So 11 so far. 11. And don't worry, the rest of that doesn't go to waste. It'll get made into like rivets and like leather rivets. And what's the other thing I was thinking that can be made into? Oh, and then it's also like the test stuff for the rest of this leather so that I can actually like make sure that the iron is heated up enough and blah, blah, blah. All that jazz. Go. 1. 12. And I found this out after I ordered this die. But apparently they sell one where it's like you basically have the ring already around it. And when you do your brand, it basically puts a ring around it that it's easier to go in and cut it with. And I'm like, fuck me, of course. Like a year after I've actually ordered the brand. So, of course, that's the most expensive part for that whole. Well, I guess the branding iron was about the same price. 4, 5, 6. And given that it's like outside of the time effort for this, it definitely saves me money. Not bad. I've got my money's worth from it so far. Okay, so I think that was 14. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's 14. Just joining, going in and cutting all the leather logos that I just branded for the traveler and mini traveler sling. If it sounds like I am putting in a lot of effort, that is because I am. Trying to also not like break any toes today. That would be one of the benefits to an actual proper die for this, is that, or die press, is that the plate would be connected to the machine and thus could not try to murder my toes, or at least not on a regular basis like this one. All's well. It grazed my toe. I will survive. It'd also help if I actually had this mounted to a proper desk instead of moving it back and forth to my sewing desk. But do as I say, not as I do. I'm not a professional sewist, nor am I a professional leather worker, obviously. Oh, barely even a hobbyist leather worker at this point. Yes and no. If it would take more precision on where I would brand them in the leather, and given that that's already an issue, I don't think I could tackle 2 at a time. I have in the past done it so that they like stack in that ring, but I was finding I was getting more and more inaccurate cuts, so I stopped that as well. I know, I've like, it's just, it is what it is, right? So we trundle along and do our best, or I do my best. Okay, some of these are very close. I think I might have a higher fail rate than most of my times doing the branding. Oh well. Win some, lose some. That is definitely not in the right place to actually get this pressed, but okay. Let's start it. Oh no, okay, never mind. It's like, that one's gonna be super cranky, and then it turns out to be one of the easiest ones I cut. Yay! Time to get it sharpened. 4. There's going to be 6 and 7 are the next 2 cuts. I keep catching out of the corner of my eye a little like pink dash on my arm, and I'm like, what is this? And it's it's food coloring that's transferred to my arm from a very sweaty child. Well, not too sweaty, but it's definitely like dyeing their face and neck just as much as my permanent dye used to get me sometimes. Alright, 7. So that's 21. So we got like 14 more. So 2 more piles of 7. leather. Cranky, 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 cranky leather. So cranky. Okay. It's still cranky even with this, like, yeah. Exacto might have been better in that situation, actually, so I'll remember that. Okay. Trim that off because we're done with that set there. Let's work down from the top for a little bit, because why not? Alright. 1. Actually, this is 2. 7. There we go. 2. Yay. Also, I'm totally cat probably this, but this is actually going pretty smooth, all things considered. Definitely had worse branding and cutting times, probably in recent memory, so it's just mutter, mutter, grumble, grump. There's something to be said for outsourcing some of this stuff, so. Although I really want to see what my brother-in-law can do with the laser, so if that works out, hopefully I can just outsource it to him. I guess we'll find out. Because he's just down the street. That sounded like it cut really well. Ew. Oh, it was positioned so perfectly. Damn steel plate. What is this now then? 6 probably? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So last one, and that's 28, and then one more pile of 7. Awesome. Seven more. 7 more. Very low single digits. Actually, that was the super cool thing about the 5 miles per hour, or 5 miles in just over an hour, is that because it was just over an hour, it's like, oh, I've already gone 5 miles. So I was like, cool, I'll take this. It was like actually fun. Although I do find that it is more taxing, but it is usually more fun to run faster. I will say that. Am I dying and gasping at the end? 100%. Will it get me through a half marathon? Hell no. But is it fun for some of my training runs? Yes. So tonight was definitely a higher heart rate run because it was supposed to be a half marathon pace. It was not what I will run my half marathon at, probably, like, heart rate wise, but it was definitely, like, well, given that I ran it lower than what he was, like, expecting mid-range to be, that's good too. So, very pleased. It's been a good training, like, actually, it's been a good training, like, for the past 10 days or so, which is really nice. Because, well, you've probably heard the shift in the whole discourse about it of like, oh, I am done. I'm still done. But, like, now I'm getting to see the light at the end of the tunnel of this training session. So, yay. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera. It's like, everything's just right here. Right in the work zone. But, where else would you like to be? But in the work zone. 3, 4. So this will be like the halfway and over point. No, come here. Good job. 4. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe. Aha, there we go. Where'd the cap go? I could technically glue this cap on. It would probably be the better idea. But I had to have it loose because the kids like to fuck around with the press. So it was like, ah. So the easy way to stop them fucking around from the press and potentially injuring themselves, they did not because I stopped it before that, was just to pull the lever. However, that means that the cap is still loose, and so occasionally it just slips through and pops off. Yay. 5, right? 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Thank goodness. Okay, this actually took longer and less time than I anticipated. Or longer and less time than I feared. There we go. Longer than anticipated, less than I feared. What time are we? Oh, an hour. Perfect. Cool. Now we get to go in and struggle with one more. And then we get to go in and struggle with doing that seam along the bottom of the zippers. So, like how at the beginning of the stream, I was like, this will just be a nice, quiet stream. No chatter. You can tell I drank a coffee with dinner. Which is probably the worst idea I could have done, but also the best idea because it definitely did help me on my run. As obviously brighter-eyed and bushier-tailed than normal. I think that if I can get these to settle is enough to make them flatten overnight. Okay, so what I do now, so we've got 5 piles of 7. The press is going to move. Get out of here, you're done. Whee! All the leather dust now. Okay, so these are all curled because of course I've heated the leather and it's been like, no, why would you do this to me? So yeah, it's all like can be curled, but these should be equal stacks because it should be all comparable height leather because it's all 2-ish millimeters thick, 6 ounces. So what it gets to do is it gets to have a pressing session now for overnight. That's why I wanted to do them now instead of tomorrow. So we're going to put them all in here like this. This middle stack's pretty tall. And then we're going to squish them. And honestly, I think there's not too much curl on these, so I think that's probably going to be enough weight on it. If they're really bad, I'll actually take this press and set it on top of them. But I think we're good with just this tonight. I'm going to pop this over on the tower right here because we are going to need those tomorrow. Then I'm going to put the rest of this away so that it's out of the way and I'm not knocking that press onto something and damaging something. including myself. I do not want to damage myself because we already dropped the steel plate on my toe. It did not damage me, but it came remarkably close. Alright, the actual branding the branding iron is where I would normally put this press. So I just move some stuff around so I can just set it on the desk. Thonk. Nice heavy set down. This workout gear needs a wash. I have switched mostly to at least for my summer running, I've switched mostly to those things. Wool tanks. But these, like, when it starts to get cooler, I wear these t-shirts more. And they're the stuff that I used to train in all the time. They're so gross. I have been spoilt by the Smart Wool so much that I'm just like, oh. But anyway, I'll throw it through the wash. It'll be better. But it was still gross. I find that I also don't, I sweat just as much in the wool, but I don't feel it as much in the wool because, of course, it's got like the natural wicking properties. It's also like actually a lighter fabric than this shirt. So that helps significantly. Blah, blah, blah. All these benefits. If you're a knitter, you know the benefits of wool. If you're able to wear it. If you're not, well, we work with what we have, right? So, okay. Let's get on the struggle bus and see if we can get these zips done. Now, while I'm sewing these, I will probably go a little bit more radio silent, or maybe not. Who knows? We'll see how they actually sew up. Yes, I am sewing it at an angle because that seems to be working. I'm going to actually put the zip down, and then I'm going to move the needle down. Lift the foot, move the zip, and hopefully catch all the zipper in one fell swoop. Or at least the majority of it. That was definitely, such a bad seam. But it did its job. It caught that zipper. And that is the main, there's a little bit down there. Okay. I see where and why and how. Okay, good. Good. One. There's so many left. Oh well, all the welt pockets got done today. That was impressive. We got a lot done on the fronts too. Because the fronts are all done, right? It's just all this stuff in the back. It's the stuff in the back, and then it's literally the assembly. Stuff in the back, straps. Although we only have to sew in. Actually, these ones are even better because we only have to sew in the slide adjuster. We don't even have to sew in the anything else because the top of the strap gets sewn into the bag. So it's only got one fold over point, which actually does save. It doesn't sound like much, but I guess it does. It cuts the sewing in half. So that's exciting. We're going to ignore the fact that I haven't trimmed down any of this new stuff's threads on the exteriors. That's a Saturday morning Katie problem. Legit. Actually, I'll probably take my, I probably can't take my lighter, so it might be a tomorrow night Katie problem. I'll just keep the new stock bin out and I'll go through and singe off all, trim and singe Sounds like some sort of cool band. That one's already done. One step ahead. So many. Actually, I guess we should be about halfway at this point. Because like the majority, or all of the white stitched ones are done. Like now we're into, yeah, we have to be over halfway at this point. Why is that one not working? Okay. What is going on here? What is this madness? Okay. Fold, pocket, over, zip. Finger press. Yay, we did it. And then flip it. Move this out of the way, except that it's not out of the... Oh, there's no way I can sew that without the top portion, I think, getting in there. But we'll try. Give it the old good try. We'll do our best. Oh, maybe. Look at it be like one of the ones that just comes through miraculously correct. Of course. I bet you it'll come out perfect on the first try. No, there's a little bit of a divot, but all things considered, I'll take it because it's this one right here. It's even the very visible one that is probably going to be fairly easy to fix. Done. Dusted. Let's see here. Yep. Sweet. Okay. Next. Doom. 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 All the fronts. Okay, so most of those fronts aren't even matched up with their zips anyway. So let's just get down to the rest of the west. The rest of the welt pockets. Wow, that was definitely a mix-up between rest and welt. Rest and west. No, rest and welt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's going to be tough because it's slithery. These ones are done. All of those should be done. What did I say? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. I am well over halfway through them already then. I'm pretty sure everything that's already in the bucket that would have been sewn should already be done because it hasn't been going into the whip bucket without being finished. At least that's what I'm believing to tell, or I'm hoping to believe. have to call my mother-in-law tomorrow. I have to call my pharmacy, actually, because I was looking at my meds. I'm like, oh, wait, I've got 2 days of meds left. Great. So I'll need to pick that up tomorrow or Saturday. Problem is I need to get some new refills, so I gotta go see my doctor anyway. But at least it's a medication that they can give me like a few weeks on. Which means I should also call my doctor's office and make an actual appointment with her so that I can like get the prescription refill. I think I also need to get my new blood work rec forms. So all of the things. Probably also am due for my physical. Yay. Ooh, that's a good reminder. I need to call in. Well, not really, but I need to call in and book the eldest for their tetanus booster. Because they are at that age that they need like one of the last tetanus boosters or something like that. I think after this they're on like the normal schedule, so I need to check in and see kind of where we're at for like COVID boosters and all of that too, actually. I'm going to assume that's going to be a fall update, but you never know. If I need to book in now, may as well. Good. Yeah, that'll be something maybe I do Monday. Probably Monday. Tomorrow or Monday. All the things, right? Just like bam, 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 bam. I will take them, I'll book their tetanus after we're done summer camp and everything like that, just so they're not feeling rotten over summer camp, because that would suck. Get thee to your last position. Stop jumping off. I was totally supposed to change the needle and clean the feed dog plates. That did not happen. That is going to now be a Monday task. Well, the needle maybe not, but the cleaning the feed dog plates is going to be a Monday task. Let's just not disassemble the sewing machine. Well, we need to do this much active work. Yeah, and actually I have to call into the same line to book the tetanus as I do to book our COVID shots, vaccinations. So that's why it's like, I'll just check while I'm already on the phone with them, because actually I think the generalized vaccine line doesn't typically know. Well, or they didn't in the past. They had like a dedicated line for that. So first some internet research, and then if I don't find the answers that I need, I will call them up and inquire. If I honestly could book our flu vaccinations for the fall already, I would while I was still on the line, because they're both under 5 still, so they still have to go to the special clinic to get their vaccinations. No. Alright, I know I said I was doing exterior threads tomorrow, but those ones are like right there, so I may as well do them while I'm looking at them. Nice and smooth. That one is probably one of the best ones I've done. Hopefully it's caught it all. Nope, that's why it was so smooth. I'm not gonna sew the zipper. Why would I do that? That's not the point at all. Okay, that's enough of a enough double stitching there to hold it, I'm sure. Did I get it this time? I did. Good. Okay, I think I did also break my bobbin thread though, 100%. Okay, we do have another bobbin ready to go, which is nice. Pull the thread up. Youngest is so excited because Gabby's Dollhouse has a new season out on Netflix, and it's like one of the shows we watch a lot of because it doesn't annoy me. They really enjoy it. It's cute. It's very like just, it doesn't pander, but it's not over their heads. Blah 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 blah, and the whole like it's kind. So it's like a good age. It's a good one for them at this age. Anyway, but the new season has a robot cat in it, and my youngest is just losing their mind over this robot cat. It is flippin' adorable to see. Because they are super into robots. And then, hey, what is a worse combo if you're into robots and cats? Or what is a better combo than a robot cat? Especially when you're 3. Right, so, yeah. Doom, doom, doom. 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 left, including this one in front of me. Half a dozen, half a dozen, half a dozen. Then I think the next couple steps are like very straightforward, easy seams. It's like, sew the welt pocket, and that's it. So, like, sew the other section of the, or the other piece of the welt pocket to the current welt pocket piece. That's basically it as far as I remember. There's probably something in there that I'm blocking out, so that's like gonna creep up on me and go, you thought you were done. Because, you know, why wouldn't it? But yeah. Okay. Let's sew this. Sew this. Sew this. Please, 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 please. Just need one line of stitching. I'll probably need to go back into that section that just like lifted. Oh, oh, oh. No, we're good, I think. Yeah, we're good. Phew. There we go, there we go. Right here as well. I'm just going to assume that that didn't catch the zipper. It did the exact same thing, so hopefully one of those two seams did it. Right here didn't catch. Interesting. Oh yeah, I can see that with the light, but it's hard to see when you're sewing. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Like, where is this thread coming from? There it is. Okay. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. 4, 4, 4. Just in case you're not keeping track like I am. Thread, thread. This needs a little bit of a zipper trim down. There we go. Not much, just a tick. And we're gonna fold this over the zip like that, and then we're going to flip it and hope for the best. All right, this the other one in this was also cranky, wasn't it? At least the one that I sewed just like a few minutes ago. It was like, you 100% have to work for this really hard. There it is, folded across the end there. And I'm going to just kind of see if this works. Okay, good. I think we got zipper all through here, so we'll see what happens when we get it sewn up. It looks good, except for maybe this section right here that might need a little bit of convincing that it's good. No, we're good all the way across. 3 more, 3 more, 3 more. Doon, doon, doon. 3 more, 3 more, 3 more. Doon, doon, doon. That one, 95% sure was perfect. Damn it. This little jog of mine, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. There we go. 2 more, right? 2 more. Nope. Not yet. Ooh, we just went into the point of like summer. You know what it's like. It's been a little bit humid outside. It's been like kind of warm, but not like boiling hot. Although you can get this scent when it's like super hot too, but it's cooled down. And it feels like the moisture slowly comes, like it's not what you smell when it rains, but it's that very specific, like the air is cool and damp in the summertime scent. It's not petrichor, but it's like almost is like a cousin to that, probably. Cousin, sibling, something in there. Anyway, it's just hit that point. The little bit of air coming through the window just did that shift to a little bit cooler, and that scent came in as well. Late summer. Because it's not even really late summer. I guess we're like right smack in the middle right now, aren't we? Maybe? I don't know. August? I guess like the end of July, beginning of August. Yeah, it's like right in the middle. Midsummer. Just that like, well, at least here, it tends to like cool down and it can start feeling like fall in August, so. Last one. Ah! That was totally the like, what popped into my head after that was the Lucifer hands and eyes from trying to catch Gus Gus in the teacup. This is the Cat and Cinderella. There we go. That Gus Gus. Alrighty, last one. Then the rest of this should be decently easy. Not gonna say it's like completely easy because that's gonna jinx me. But decently easy would be nice too. And quick, right? Please be quick. Just quick sewing. Quick finish, please. I remember this as a quick finish. Alright, so goal for tonight is get these welt pockets done and get the interior and exterior smashed together. Minus straps. Sorry, the thinking face is I think what I could do is I could still shove the strap in, like basically start stitching at the top, just out the corner, past where the strap is going to go. I'm just thinking what would actually help is like not having the hardware on the strap. The strap itself is fine, but like sew everything else. Yeah, and we could start and stop up there and like finish with the strap end going in. Yeah, there we go. Because if I only have to sew it with the, like the only portion that needs to actually be sewn is the slide adjuster, that can be done afterwards. So I think that might be the way to do it. Dun dun dun. I think I got it figured. Okay, done. Fuck. I am, like I said, I am honestly shocked how far along we are, and also like, oh my god, I am so far behind. Mostly because I also keep glancing at this like box of small box bags and going, eee. Okay. Did that work this time? Oh yeah, because I already checked. Double checked. Sweet. Okay, so what's next? What's next? Clipping in the D-ring tabs, which I'm not going to do until we're actually sewing the thing. It is complete the pocket. Okay, so take the second piece. Makes sense. Turn the piece over and lift to reveal the pocket lining pieces underneath. Longer piece to match the shorter as below. Then add more clips to hold the pieces together and stitch at that stitch length, okay? Then trim the seam allowance and then do a basting stitch on the top, and then we smash it together. Smash, smash. Oh, okay, wait. That is a relief, to be honest. So just get all the back pieces here and all those second pocket pieces. Where are all the second pocket pieces? It looks like they are right here. Now we know that there will be excess, so there is no panic. There will be excess of these. Okay. Katie will not panic. I'll totally panic. And then I might do the Lucifer face again, depending on how big that panic is. I think that is all the back pockets. Nope, there's a few more. 2 more. Now it's only fronts and extra pieces. Need some water. Water, water. Oh man. Something made me hitch up like right across in the muscles here. It was like I just lifted my arm with water and it's like ping. No Muppet. What? Am I not allowed to Muppet flail? Or okay, right? Because there's, we know that there's extra pieces. I'm like, what if I need to Muppet flail? Oh boy, we're in for a long night. Even if it's a short night. Actually, I think it's going to be a shorter night than I anticipated, which is awesome. That's always the better way for this to go. Now, where the hell did I put all those pocket pieces I pulled out? I'm like, I can feel the pile in the middle. Where is it? Okay, now, is this something that we can chain piece? Yes and no, kind of. Kinda, not really. Okay, so this needs to go up here like this. Okay, turn. Okay, match everything up. Read the instructions, Katie. Wrong side facing up. Okay, yeah, okay. No Muppet fill. That's fair. I've stated that we have extra pieces, so that is fine. Align the top and side edges of both pieces. Okay, I can read, I promise. Contrary to my struggles right now. Okay, then clip them together at the side edges only. Okay, fine, I will actually clip them. Behave myself. At least for this first one. It kind of makes sense, at least for the flip over, so. Okay. And reveal the pocket line. Reveal the pocket lining. Okay. Trim the longer piece to match. Ooh, that's a lot of excess. Alrighty. And I'm actually going to see if I need to shimmy now that we're on the front, because what I can see on the back and what I can see on the front are two very different things. Okay, I'm going to throw that in the zipper. Shimmy. Throw that up here. And yes, we'll trim you down. And then we'll just do, okay. We're just going to do these individually. Technically, I could chain piece this, but I think it would get too messy too fast. At least while we're, like, I'm still, like, trying to figure out the pattern in some ways. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Actually, no, we could totally chain piece this. So let's do it. Why not? At least the nice thing now is it's like I don't have to match zippers. I don't need to, like, all I gotta do is make sure that both pieces of fabric are the same color. and or pattern. Nothing else. Which is amazing. For near midnight brain, this is bliss. It's just like match patterns. Yay! So straight seams. Yay! It is midnight. Damn it. Okay, so this is going to be a long night. Oh, that's okay. I don't even know what their crazy theme is tomorrow, to be honest. So I can't do nothing about it. Two out of 28 complete. Okay, this is a good opportunity to trim any of these like threads in the back so they're not hanging around. There we go. Because as much as you won't like, you're not going to really see the zipper, you could definitely feel threads when you're reaching in for stuff. Ugh. Just that like small tactility of like, right? And then realizing it's a thread, which is kind of disappointing, especially in a handmade bag. I know threads get missed all the time, but it'd still be like that creepy crawly feeling, reaching in and having a potential bug. Okay, I'm gonna trim all these down afterwards because it's just like I may as well just sew. Then we can trim them. Leaving the excess at the bottom is like having an ender. I'm making that up. I have no clue. No, we ran out of bobbin thread. Of course. Going so smoothly and then it's like, ew. Oh, good Lord. Fluff. Okay, so feeding the feed or cleaning the feed dog plate may be a current Katie or very soon future Katie problem, i.e. tomorrow. I'm not taking my sewing machine apart after midnight because I'm sure it will produce extra gremlin babies if I did. Oh, okay, cool. At least it was like at the beginning of the seam, so there's that at least. It's not like it was also at like the end of a massive run of the chain stitching or anything like that, so yay. Doom, doom, doom. Good. Batik. Line it up. Line it up. Flip, flop. I don't know why I'm doing it all on this side, but whatever. We're good. Doom, da, doom. That is 100% not lined up on this side anymore. And it's definitely not lined up over here anymore either. There we go. That might be what the clips are for. Alright. More batik, batik, batik. More batik, batik, batik. None of us need that song stuck in our head. We really don't. Alright, that should, in theory, be the last of the batik. Based on my fabric piles. Oh no, there's one more piece. Two more pieces. Okay, never mind. I lied. Mostly I couldn't see them under there. It was a lie of omission. Or ignorance. There we go. Lie of ignorance is the best way to put that one. Okay, we're good. We're good. Flippy flip. Open. A little bit shimmy's not going to hurt it. There we go. Go down, over, and across. Down, over, and across. Down, over, and across. Clip, clip, clip. I am ready for bed. But the bags are definitely not ready for me to go to bed. So, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah, I definitely would not get these done if we don't get any. Well, as long as we get some of these like put mostly together, I think we'll have a good number done for Saturday. As long as I don't start making stupid mistakes, we're good. So, okay. Stupid mistakes being like, I don't know, something that I'm just like really, oh yeah, we need to wind that bobbin. Bobbin, 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 bobbin. Okay, what was that? That was pause, right? Pause. Doom, 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 doom. Winding bobbin. There we go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Snip and snip. Pause. Pause, pause. Go, there we go. Ding, ding. Ding, dong. Bum-ba-dum. Over the zip and down the side. I like reach down to the bin like that's where any of this is. It's like, no, no, no. They're all on the sewing desk. Okay, no other thread to trim down. So that. Marble. Blue marble, blue marble. I'm going to assume that we're like in the high teens still for what we have left to sew. Maybe, probably. So we have between 16 and 18 to sew. Which, hey, if it's the 16 mark, then that's pretty good. We're almost halfway. Morbid curiosity. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Cool. Someone is using a skill saw. It is midnight. That is not... I am going to go close my window and blind and just lock the window. Seems like a weird thing to be doing at midnight. I mean, unless they were like working in their basement, but no. Maybe it's someone else prepping for Omatsuri. I did hear a skill saw going earlier, so they must be doing some like... Must be someone with their basement windows open as well, but like it's unnerving to hear right now. I don't want to hear any kind of saw at night. Although I guess they could say the same thing then about the sewing machine. It's probably definitely got carried from one of the neighbors, but it's getting chilly down here anyway, so let's just close up for the night. Actually, speaking of which, do I still have my hoodie down here? No, it went upstairs. There's like 6 dozen, it's not that many. There's like 6 hoodies down here, 3 hoodies, somewhere in there. But they're none of the ones I want to wear. Doom. 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 Bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Okay. Good and good. Probably. I don't think it's as unnerving as a saw at night. That's the other portion of this. I would argue that is the more reassuring part if you hear a sewing machine. It's also like, for how well I heard it, it had to have been within a couple houses, and I'm like, who is using a skill saw? It's just whatever. It's stuck out to me, obviously. Well, that's the other thing. It could have been, well, okay, it sounded like a skill saw. It's probably more likely like a miter saw or something like that. I don't know. I didn't see it, but yeah. I guess given that most people actually wear hearing protection, or they should be wearing hearing protection. They should be wearing hearing protection around their miter saws and skill saws and all of that. They are significantly louder. All right, we are definitely now officially over halfway through half of the seams, so we're a quarter of the way to getting these. No. Wait, because we have to do a top seam too. So there's 3 seams. So we're like a third of the way. A third of the way. We're a third of the way through. There we go. We've used up sections of the fabric because this is the second of the, or the last piece of the bright blue for pockets. Yay! That's usually a pretty exciting time as the piles dwindle. Oh no, not, nope, 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 not yet. It's like pentultimate paw fabric. Ew. Last batik. And I think the next two are confetti. Nope, next one is, we're down to the last three, and then there's the 3 spare pieces, which matches up with everything else, so we haven't missed any backs, which is good too. Flip, swip, turn. I think we're mostly good. A little bit. There we go. Last confetti, last confetti. Doom, 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 doom. Boom, boom, boom. Last confetti, last confetti. Doom, 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 doom. Okay. Good. Last paw fabric, and then we'll go back and we'll do the other side seam, and then we gotta do the top basting seam. Do I need to? Yeah, I'll do the top basting seam. I'm like, do I need to do it? But if I don't do it, we're gonna be fighting a lot more unfinished edges when we get it to smash together. So and yes, I know I need to trim down all of these like too large bits because she asks you to, but whatever. 1, 2, we know how many I have. I don't need to count them again. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Ow. Snag myself with my snips. Okay. And then there will be a little bit of Muppet flail because we got to match everything up, but otherwise it'll be okay. Doom. 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 Okay, start here because that's the last one that I set my hands on. And this side will be even faster because it's like, we don't have to match up the pockets. It's like, yay! We just get to sew this side. It's good. It's nice. Actually, we're supposed to trim down the side seams of this too, so we can trim down the side seams and the bottom at the same time. Everyone will be happy. Happy, happy, happy. Okay, good. That lifted away from the bag in a weird way, and I'm like, did I sew the other side? And yes, we're good. All right. Well, I do feel like it almost should be sewing it this way. It'll be fine. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. Now we're good. Boom, 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 boom. Great. It's a straight seam. We can go fast. Let's go fast. Also, I've been trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to put these logo labels on the traveler sling, because I'm like, ooh, a couple of those have like full... Oh, never mind. The front cut is smaller, is larger, so probably on that front cut instead of on the backs, especially for the ones that are like, so like this one, we'll get it on the back, probably the bottom here, same as I've been putting them on the mini traveler slings. But this one that has the plain blue on the front, we'll probably get it like right here. Same as the vase one because it has the contrast blue. Oh yeah, the only one that's actually an issue is the iridescent one. So maybe I'll just put it on the front there as well, because then they all match. But because they can't really go on the front of this one yet. They will once I figure out a design for the that hopefully my brother-in-law can cut, because I want to do a little rounded like pill rectangle with the logo in it. I think that would look really good. And since he has a laser cutter, he should be able to like engrave and cut them for me, hopefully. Obviously paying him for whatever he needs, but I will be able to supply the supplies for it at least, which is also good. I think he said that he can cut the amount, like the leather that I have. And if that's the case, then the key fobs like would probably actually be very doable. Not key fobs, key rings. Honestly, at this point, they're pretty doable too, but especially then. Actually, I wonder with the Kato if like a rectangular label would probably look better there too. And then a rectangular label definitely on like the clutch wallets would look amazing. I like the little fold over ones, but those were like a stopgap until I got the rectangular or ovally pill boxes figured out. Because those fold over labels are supposed to go in the reversible drawstring bags. So. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sweet. 10 left. Doom, 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 doom. Nine. Eight. Seven. 5. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4. Okay, I had counted the one on the cutting or on the sewing table as one of those. Okay, sweet. Three. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Two. 2, 2, 2, 2. Last one. And then we gotta go in and baste and clip. Baste and clip. Baste and clip. Then we gotta go in and baste and clip. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Phew. Okay. Now we're gonna pull this off and we're gonna go trim all these up Do the basting, do the clipping, do the basting, do the clipping. Actually, I guess I gotta do the side seam clipping. Where does she want me to baste? Zoom. It's kind of along the curve. That makes sense. Okay. So we'll clip the side seams, I guess. Some of them definitely need to be clipped. Doom. 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 Good Lord, we might actually do it. I might actually do it again. Nothing like sewing up to the last minute, but hey, we have been I've been extremely successful with the last minute sewing. Good Lord, at least this year. It doesn't always work out this way. Okay, so trim down the bottom here so they match, and then she wants the side. Yeah, I'll definitely trim it down here because that'll trim down the zipper so there's no pokiness in the actual bag. And we'll trim down this one for the same reason, and so it like just aligns a little bit better. And this gets basted up here. So I'm gonna turn this up to like a long base, just a basting stitch, which is like longer than even my top stitching. And she says to do it at a 1/4 inch. Okay. Again, I will not be top stitching this because this is just a base stitch. Just to hold all these layers together as best as we can, because even now it's like, especially with this one, it's like no, you don't understand, I don't get sewn. Trying to negotiate with the sewing machine, not knowing that we will win. There. And that doesn't mean that it's not going to slip slide again, but it definitely helps it. So now we're done. That one. That one's going to be a tough one. That's going to need a lot of clips. So that is ready to be smashed together with whatever it needs to be smashed together with. Because we've got it sewing. It's all sewing. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Zoop. Badoop. Ding, 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 ding. Yay. Last step. Okay, lift up. I need a stiletto. Let's get the stiletto. That'll help the fabric to behave. The denim moves in ways that I'm not used to working with quilt cotton, so it's just like, all right, you need a bit more convincing here, obviously. Right, I don't need back stitching, just stay stitching, stay stitching, stay stitching. We don't need back stitching, just stay stitching. Basting, basting. Not like a turkey, but sewing. All right, so what are all of you other hooligans up to? Because it is 12:30 here. We know what I'm up to, but I'm super curious what you do when you're watching me at 12:30 at night. I almost feel like I should ask for wrong answers only, but it's also past midnight, so let's not feed the gremlins. Thank you. We definitely know how to party, so that is a given. And I guess not everyone is obviously on the same time zone, or maybe even on the same continent right now. Actually, now that I say it, I don't need to backstitch. I'm going to assume there's, yeah, okay. Figured that there's probably some sort of arts and crafts going on, since it is the crafting hour. So. And actually, if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be reading and knitting right now. So, here we are, behaving ourselves. I am extremely looking forward to sleeping in on Sunday. Because we got an early morning tomorrow and we got an early morning on Sunday. Saturday? Friday and Saturday. Tomorrow's Friday. School day. And Sunday we can sleep. And I have a feeling, having kept the kids up so late tonight, they'll probably also be extremely glad to sleep in on Sunday. Excellent. Lurking is also good. 100% approved hooligan activity. We're slacking off. Andrea and I are not lurking right now. Just make sure I don't have chat on the other stream. I still don't know if Twitch actually streams it or not, or if everyone's coming through YouTube. I know that you two are. I guess I don't really need to look at the instructions anymore. It's literally trim this down, baste the top, slam together. Question is how far will I get before it's just okay, I definitely have to go to bed. I think I do have to call it at about 1 o'clock, just because it's otherwise 1:30. It's 5 hours of sleep. Yeah, we'll call it at 1, because we need to be up between 6 and 6:30. Kiddo's lunch is half packed. I don't need to leave for the city until 11-ish. So that should be enough time to do the things I need to do. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. Trim, 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 trim. I really want to know how many are left. It's a pretty big pile, so we probably have about 20 left right now. 8 more than we're done. 10 minutes ago. Doom 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 doom. Ooh, okay. We're gonna baste it from this side. Actually, that might be a better option with the denim anyway, because I think the feed dogs might grip onto the denim better. And there might not be quite as much slippage. Let's see. Yeah, that went actually really well. Doom. Yeah, because what was the plan tomorrow morning? The plan tomorrow morning was I need to glue on the tags and pack the truck. That's not much to do. It's not even it's stock packing. It's just Look like a crab coming up to the camera. Oi, okay. Yeah, calling it at like 1. Logos. Pack the truck with the display equipment. Not the stock. The stock doesn't go till Saturday. I need to print a sign being like, I will be here tomorrow. Please come buy my things. Or buy my things online and pick up tomorrow. That's what I was going to do. And then put a QR code to the website, because that, I don't know, that feels like a good way to do it. Yeah, okay, so it's not just me. That's the message I get too. It's like, you're live and online. And then it's like, I've seen it maybe 2 or 3 times, but it is very intermittent. So I need to figure that out, because like, to do multi-stream, it costs money. So it's like, if it's not working, what's the point? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. We're in for a ride. There's 20 here. Let's go. Yeah, I'll have to, I guess maybe I'll message Streamlabs or whatever. Yeah. The company that like produces the app, I guess, and or program, and figure it out. I can mess around with it more in the fall, obviously. So I don't know, like it just doesn't, like it says that I'm online, but the screen is black. It's not even like, it's like, it doesn't even get the like stream starting soon sign and get stuck there or anything like that. So I don't know what the issue is, unless my internet is like too slow to do both broadcasts, but I doubt that that's, well, maybe it is the issue, but I don't think so. Actually, I guess I might be coming up on the end of my internet contract with TELUS, so I should find out if I can get any deals. Please, 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 cheaper internet. Same service, cheaper, please. Or faster for the same price, actually. That would work too. I think we've hit our upper limit for how fast our fiber optic can work here, so. Oh, they're still doing massive upgrades to the whole system, I think. But yeah, that might be, I wonder if it's just an internet problem. Like, is it a software or an internet issue? I don't know. So, first I'm going to go with the easier option of blaming the program. Guess I could do a speed test and see. But yeah, I'll do the first option and see if it's the program I'm streaming through, and then I'll go for the second option of like, maybe it's the internet after I do speed test, because then at least I'll have that speed test information for the program people too. So yeah, like it could be not enough signal. Maybe I need to actually have a hardwire connection versus a Wi-Fi connection. But like when I'm on here and streaming, it never affects my phone. Like it always works. So it's like, it's weird. I don't know. So that's why I didn't even think of an internet problem as being an issue. So, because Dallas and the kids can stream and like do all sorts of things while I am on stream, and I've never seen an impact on YouTube. I know there's a delay, but that is intentional because so there's a little bit of a delay between like this hand jiggle will end up showing up to you in like 5 seconds, and that's so that you get a higher quality video. So that is intentional, but like that's the only thing that should be delayed or buffered, probably. And obviously YouTube doesn't have any problem with it, so it's like, why does Twitch? Which is another reason that I'm leaning towards it's a program problem, not an internet problem. Because I think there's only been once where it hasn't actually cast to YouTube. Holy. Is that like today or just like in general sort of stuff? Although I am lucky. We're in that like right in between that sweet spot of like not in a city, but close enough and not counted as a rural that we do get really good internet service. And I do have to laugh at myself once in a while when it's like, dude, your parents were still on dial-up when you started university. You went home for like break and stuff like that, and having had like nice high-speed Wi-Fi, get back to my parents and it was still dial-up, and I was like, all right, I won't be on Facebook for like the next 2 weeks over like Christmas break or whatever. Okay. Well, hopefully the downtime is them actually upgrading it. Or at least they take that downtime to like upgrade it. Zipper. Okay. The stack, the pile, capital P, is shrinking. Anyway, I laugh at myself when I get frustrated with something loading slow, and I'm like, this wasn't even possible like 17 years ago. Although my aunt and uncle, when I lived with them, had Shaw internet service, and like, so it's kind of like, I don't know what you have out there, Andrea, but it's like we've got Shaw, Rogers. Rogers doesn't really do home, do they? It's like Telus and Shaw really for like internet services here. And my God, was Shaw ever bad? So bad. Constantly dropping signal, dropping the Wi-Fi. You'd have to like reset the router like every week if you were lucky. Usually it was more than that. And it's like, I haven't even touched our router since we moved into this house. I don't think I touched the router in the old house, maybe like once or twice. But yeah, I wonder actually, now that I think of it, if I need to run an Ethernet cable. And just, but I wouldn't even be able to flip and plug it into this laptop. There are no other ports when I'm running the cameras and plugged in for like power. I would need to get a hub for it. It's like, why do I have so few ports on my laptop? We can't wirelessly do a thumb drive, guys. Okay, that's what's in my line of sight. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I never associate Rogers with like home services here. I always associate it with mobile, and it also is shitty out here. But Bell. I think Bell is one of the other ones. It's like Bell, Rogers, and Telus. Definitely for mobile. Telus and Shaw. I don't think Shaw has mobile. I don't know. I don't look very often because I just stick with Telus usually. Although I don't want Shaw internet, so that's why I kind of stick with Telus because, yeah. trauma. Internet dropping constantly. And then you always hear the mixed reviews, but like I've been with TELUS for so long now that it's just like, okay, you do get the like bad customer service agent once in a while, but not very often. It's gonna happen anywhere. We're also coming up on the end of our contracts, so we need to figure out what we're going to do there. I think like sell contracts, so that sucks, to be honest. Interesting. Yeah, do you know what? It does feel like more of a Western Canada thing then. So that's probably the spot that like Rogers slots into for you is like, and Bell. Because like Bell is here, but I think TELUS and Rogers are the main people for at least mobile. He streamed his ducks 24/7. That is actually amazing. I love it. I think that beats this. Or did he, sorry. He was running 3 feeds. So wait, was he streaming ducks like from his yard, like he was the streamer, or was he watching streams? I guess that's the important information here. Although I do have funny, so when Dallas went up to work up north, Rogers hadn't piggybacked on any of the like TELUS or Bell towers yet, and so he didn't have cell service when he went up north in 2012. So that became a safety issue because, of course, like in some ways, and so I was like, and Rogers is so bad. It was so bad out here at that time for mobile, and so he called them up because I was finally convinced. I'm like, let's get you on my plan because I don't have any issue with TELUS in the city and all of this. And Dallas called them up to cancel the plan, and the guy's like, oh yeah, you totally don't have service at this address in Cochrane. And he's like, yes, I do. And he's like, no, you don't have service at this address in Cochrane. And then, in the middle of our largest mall in Calgary, it dropped the call. It was just like the final proof that this was the right decision to switch his mobile phone. Haven't looked back. I think it has improved in the past like 12 years, but still, it's like, again, one of those things of just like, nope, not worth testing the waters, really. I think we would consider switching over to Bell, maybe. But I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, we haven't... TELUS Internet's been really good so far, so... Well, obviously, I'm talking them up, so... At least for us, because they have gone in and they've done a lot of the infrastructure upgrades so that we do have fiber optic and everything out here, so... And I think they've actually run it in a lot of, like, right out to Canmore, maybe, as well, which is quite a bit of infrastructure as well. That's actually super cool. I like that. Very random. Very random, but super cool. We're so close. This is like the one drawback to production sewing is it's like you get so close on so many, but it's like I want to finish all of them. I don't want to have to go through and like select which ones we finish. Although I guess I could do the same thing as what I did. What did I do that with? The like large box bags or whatever, and I was just like whatever's on top gets finished. I'm not making any more decisions. That's just it. This is the cutoff line, right? That might actually end up being what happens tonight. Although we're so fucking close. I think I got it. I think there might be like a little bit of work tomorrow night after the kids go to bed. But not much, to be honest. Definitely some tomorrow morning. I can do it. I got it. We got this. I've honestly done really good about not being up for work too late this year, because last year was definitely a lot of 1 a.m. mornings. Although I guess the kids' sleep schedule is also like different last year as well. So it was like work as late as I can while they're sleeping. What is it next? It's literally sewing. They gotta get sewn together. Straps, logos. Slam them together, straps and logos. We're so close. And I get to sleep in on Sunday. Sleep in. Well, as late as the kids will let me sleep in, but given that, yeah, they were up late tonight, and it's been getting harder and harder to like wake them up the past few days. The youngest, who's like the early bird, even this morning, the eldest woke up first, and then the youngest was still laying in bed, like, I'm tired. And then, yeah, I got up and I was like, I'm tired. So I think I might send them down to their aunt and uncle's in just their PJs on Saturday. Pack them a bag with day clothes, but like, just let them chill in their PJs for a little bit. Plus, it's like one less thing to have to battle in the morning on Saturday. PJ battle. On the back. Yeah, they're gonna go on the back of these. I'm thinking with the I'm just thinking with the traveler slings, a couple of those. Well, okay. They're gonna shuffle around because like I don't want to put the I don't want to cover up the motifs when there's already yeah. I'll show you what I mean. The blank spots on some of the traveler slings are gonna be like on the front, so most of them are going to go on the front. And then, yeah, with the mini traveler slings, they're all going to go on the back because that's where they went last time and they looked really good. So, for that exact reason, it's like, they don't fit on the denim in the front on the minis. So it's like, well, the back is the place then. And then, yeah, when we get the square pills, I'll put them on the front. Should tell school that they need a nap. Can they have a nap time today, please? They're really going to need it. I am going to tell them that they were up late today, so they fell asleep like nobody's business. So they're just like, and out. It's pretty amazing. They were both like, but we're not tired. I'm like, it's 9:15. If you're not tired, then we're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, exactly. We don't want to cover too much of the like pattern, so that's what I'm trying to avoid with them. And it'll be a jaunty little off to the side label, which will be really fun actually too. So, and it'll be likely where they'll go in future, even when they're the little like, well, given the size of those, they might end up just always being on the front with a round one. And I'll keep that in mind when I'm cutting the obi, is that I should leave that front bottom panel blank so that the logo can go there. Okay. 5 more. And then do we do I think I gotta do the smash together tonight too, don't I? Damn it. Okay. Like, if I wasn't going into say setup tomorrow, I would say that I'd just do smash together tomorrow, but let's try and do smash together for half of them and then see how I'm doing. Because what time is it now? Oh, it's 1 o'clock and I said I was going to end at 1. Whoops. Okay, well, I definitely have to finish this part of it. Oh, yeah, I gotta end at 1. So I need to go upstairs and go to bed. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not gonna end directly at 1. I'm gonna wrap up on these pockets so that they're done and ready to go. And then tomorrow it'll be the smash together, i.e. the assembly. And then assembly, straps, turn, finish. Logos. I think that's doable. I think I've got enough time. Because realistically, it'll take me, let's say, 2 hours to set up. Setup opens at noon. Be done at 2. Back by 3. That gives me 2 hours of child-free sewing time. 2-ish hours. Which will get at least half of the bags done, let's say. On probably the middling side. And then, yeah. And then when they, yeah, pretty much. I was surprised they didn't pass out in their car seats because I had them. They were sitting in camp chairs in the garage. That's where the treadmill is. And then I put them in their car seats. Well, the youngest because they were trying to get on the treadmill, and I was like, no. And then the eldest actually asked to go in their car seat. So I was like, okay, that's fine. But I was surprised that they didn't fall asleep. It was like, got in the house, the youngest was like, I want a snack. I'm like, okay, get a snack. That's fine. And opened it up when we were upstairs and all of that, and they like laid down and were like falling asleep as they were like stuffing their snack in their face. They finished the whole thing, so they were definitely hungry, but they were also extremely tired. It's like, I'm done. No, the straps aren't done. Shh. What I was thinking is I'm not going to finish them until after, like, we go in to install them, because I think it's going to be easier to sew these together without the strap and like the hardware in there. So my plan was I will sew down the sides of the bag and around the whole thing, because that's what you got to do anyway. And then I'll go in and install the strap at the top, stuff it in, and then just finish it up here, turn it, and then we can do the hardware and everything, like the adjustable strap and stuff. Although if actually I could sew those tonight, that would be pretty straightforward sewing. Just thinking of like the mental energy to get these corners done on these bags. Although also the jubilation of being done. Yeah, let's do straps. And then they'll be done for tomorrow and I don't have to worry about them. Still the same plan. Stuff them in after like the bag is mostly sewn. But then they would be done and I wouldn't have to do a lot of work afterwards. 2 more. Oops, I thought there was 1 more. There's a sneaker one. Okay. Penultimate pocket. Sewing. Or if I get the straps done, I could just sew them in. Suck it up, sew them in with it in. And then it would be like 1 less step to have to think about. If I get them sewn, then we're good. Wait. Yeah, okay, this isn't the right side. I'm like, wait, which side am I supposed to be sewing? This is the right side to be sewing. Yeah, right? Like stuffing it in afterwards. I think that works. As long as I leave a big enough hole then to snap the hook through and stuff like that. I think it'll be less to manage with everything going on. Okay, so finish the pockets, do the straps, then we'll go to bed. Kids' lunches are half packed. I've got a short run tomorrow. Can get some work done in the morning after I pack up the display stuff I need to take. What do I need to take? There's a grid wall already in the truck. There's a table already in the truck. And that shelf is already in the truck. And I think the handbag rack is already in the truck too. Ooh, that's a good point. I need to try to track down the last of the J hooks. Or actually, okay, so the ones that I'm gonna sew all the black ones, and I'm gonna leave the white ones for tomorrow because I don't want to swap the black thread out yet, because no good reason I could swap out to white thread after the straps. We're good. What do I need? I need gunmetal hardware. Oh, good lord, that's heavy. Gunmetal hardware and gunmetal slides. Where are the gunmetal slides? There they are. Okay, so we need 28. 1, 3, okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, no, 10, 12, 14. There better be enough fucking snap hooks. Oh, we don't have time to run out. I was like, I know I have another bin. Although actually the supply company that I use in Calgary just added in snap hooks that looked really good. 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. Jesus Christ. 28. Okay. Cutting it close. Cutting it close. And I have Velcro in there for some reason. Cool. Okay, so 1. These are all dusty. Weird. Better. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. Okay, I'm going to use this one that we just emptied. Like that. And these are all our slide adjusters. They are Jethro. That is a throwback name. At least here it is. Man, I love this supplier. I hate that I understand why, but I hate that every single one of these snap hooks comes in a plastic bag. Like, these are the remainder of those, like, slide adjusters, and they're all wrapped in paper so that you can, like, recycle it afterwards. Also, pain in the ass to open up. The paper is way easier to get into. Apparently I will need to... Man, all the supplies are coming to an end. Dude, my dad was in the lumber industry. I know. I'm not proposing to cut down old growth forests. But I can't recycle this, and what are you going to do with all this plastic? Drives me nuts. Now I get it. Nylon and polypropylene and all of that, that's plastic too, but it's like, gotta use. Ugh. Ugh, it just feels bad now. My fingers are all like gross. Okay. Enough bitching. Let's get these straps sewn. I like pulled them all. I put them all in the bin, and then I pull them all up in. See, here's the thing. I don't mind plastics like this because this is like multi-use, and I can like, I'll use it until it breaks. It sucks that it might break, but even at that point, I might be able to get it like super glued or like 3D print a replacement part or whatever. But yeah, all those soft plastics drive me nuts. All right. Now that I've gotten on my soapbox, I will get off. Let's make this strap. How do I make this strap? Let's make this strap. Strap, 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 strap. And yes, I know that's slightly, it's kind of hypocritical sitting in my like tech wear running shirt. But even those I'm like moving away from because I do not like the feel of them. They're useful, or they had their uses when I got them. But at this point I'm like, the more I know. All right. One strappy, 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 strap. Folded. Down. Oop. We do not want that long a stitch. There we go. Eek. Sewing machine has also agreed that straps are the right decision, apparently. Okay, there we go. Doom, 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 doom. Yay! 1 down. 27 to go. Woo! Alright. Next one. Over. Under. Well, and the shocking thing was, so most of the supplies I've gotten out, like, directly out of China, they'll put them in a small, like, zip plastic bag, but then usually in the plastic bag, they're all wrapped in paper, which honestly I can't remember. I think like moving the bigger pieces of it, so when you're starting to think of like that factory needing paper to wrap all these things, it becomes a logistical, like, plastic is lighter to ship. There we go. But I can't imagine that on like the small amounts that they ship me that it changes much in that factor. I don't know. I do not envy people logistics for that sort of stuff. I try to do my best here. I use a lot of recycled packaging. I reuse a lot of packaging. There we go. That's a better description. So, Amazon boxes and envelopes. A lot, actually. Because if it's in good condition, why not? Although honestly, I love supporting local, and this, like, the people that shipped me the snap hooks are like fairly local. They're fairly well known. They've got amazing customer service, but it's like it is actually a major point against them for my personal shopping goals, I guess. Although then you factor in, here's the other part of it, is that it's very likely that if I'm buying a certain snap hook or D-ring from a manufacturer off of AliExpress, that is like, it's very likely it's the exact same thing that the shop in Edmonton is selling as well. It's going to go fast. Yeah, you're right. Since it is only like one stay stitch, yeah. So the strap that I had to bring in is lighter than the stuff I have from the local supplier. But I think it's okay. It's not like fraying or anything like that. The fray check took really nicely. It just got a lighter, like, hand feel. So it's still good. It's still a good crossbody weight. There we go. Definitely needs to air out a bit more though. Anyway, thank you. Let's get this done. Around and around and in. Yay! All right, measure you. Just about. So if you're just joining, we are currently working on straps for the mini traveler slings that are like, where would we put this? 80% done? Oh crap, they need all those snap fasteners too. So it is a good thing that we're doing straps right now. Okay, I need to actually write out a list of stuff that needs to get finished because the Obi ones also need their snap fasteners. All right, so they need to be assembled. Strap put in, that's part of the assembly. Turned. Finished. Snaps. Logos. Okay, we're like 75% of the way through, I guess. Yeah, exactly. So you can wrap them in paper. Wrap in paper. I get, like I said, I get why they do it. It's just... That apparently is the thing that I'm going to grump on in cat problem tonight. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Although it's not really... That is actually not a cat problem. But anyway, that is not something I want to get further into, I think. I don't think... Just heavy on my mind. Okay. Through. Could actually move this into where you're actually going to see it. Okay. Straps, 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 straps. Make sure nothing's twisted. Don't need anything twisted. Don't need anything twisted. That's way too long of a thing, but honestly it's better a longer tail than not. Enough. I think that's close. Oh, like an 1/8 of an inch off. Very close, in other words. Yay! That's not going anywhere. Nowhere. Should probably trim down the threads while I'm thinking about it. Trim. Trim. Good. Super twisted in the loop, but that's okay. This, pull this. Ooh, it moves through there nice and smooth. Yay! Okay, let's just actually get these all on my lap and get them done. Get them done. Dun 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 dun. Actually, I'm gonna move you here, and then you can actually see more what I'm doing. Kind of. Like, not bright enough because it's freaking black. It's a void. A void strap. Strap a void. If I was really smart about this, I would actually just be clipping these and then we could chain piece them all since it is just one. Especially since it's just one. Yep, that's what we'll do. We still have all those crossbody straps. So, they've brought a single-use plastics plan in. I can't tell if it's a ban or not. I don't exactly know. Anyway, but the main thing that they've been targeting has been plastic bags. So now they've brought paper bags back, but they're charging for them. So like on top of everything else, they are now also charging for paper bags. I'm like, there are many good reasons why we shop at Costco now. One of them, which is that like it's just well, even the grocery bill there is insane. But they actually pack your groceries and you get to reuse their shipping boxes for free. Well, or included, I guess. That might be the best description. This one needs to be freight checked. I missed it somehow. I hope I didn't miss a bunch of others. I didn't miss the other end. Okay, actually, let's just check this end because that's where I pulled from. No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like I maybe missed this one and that's it. Sucks to be it. All right. Okay, we are not waiting for this one to set. We'll just, well, actually it'll set while I probably get the rest of these prepped. More or less. And actually, if I'm really good about this, I'll put this one through. And this is the one that will actually sew, and I don't have to deal with a bunch of freight check on my hands. Haha. Yes, we try to too, but we always forget. Or we'll forget like 90% of the time. I need to get better about putting them in the, like distributing them into the vehicles pretty much. But we also don't shop at the local grocery store that much because, yeah, the majority of our like grocery shopping now is Costco. So I don't know if that's better or worse. Definitely, it's better for our pocketbook, I think. And we have the space to do it because I get it. It's like it's tough because it's like if you don't have the space to store stuff in bulk, there's no point. But it's been really good for like keeping us fed and out of drive-thrus at least this summer. Not perfectly, but better. So yeah, come back. Come back. And you need to dry, so you chill there for the next few minutes. Okay, maybe this wasn't the best thing to do. Tired brain. But forward is forward. Even if I think we just get these all clipped, I'll be happy. Because the sewing won't take that long. Because my hard line right now it's shifted out. Hard line is 2 though, because oh my god, yeah. I think we'll be able to get all of these at least like together like this and then sew in the morning. Yeah. Careful. That better not be twisted. No, it's just a mess. Okay. It's just spaghetti monstering, not actually twisted. Whew. I do actually have to admit that I don't miss the plastic bags at the grocery store. Though, like, when we have gone in to do grocery shopping. And actually our library has started that, or at least what I've seen is it's like bring a tote, leave a tote, like sort of thing. So like if you forget your reusable bag or you pick up more books than you anticipate, I guess, they've got like a coat rack of tote bags that you can like take one, leave one as needed sort of thing, which is super cool because it's also like reusable bags are awesome if you remember them sort of thing, right? And then you end up with like 16 bajillion of them, creating just as bad a problem. But I think that's an ingenious way to do it, actually, just to circulate them through. Good news is I haven't heard the saw since I closed the window. So at least it hasn't gotten closer. Yay! Ooh, that's a good idea. I was just thinking that I'm like, We've got like a free food pantry, and I bet you that they could use some of those bags. I do know that our local food bank that had been taking like egg carton donations for probably like decades was finally like, enough. We have enough egg cartons. It's like, oh, okay. Well, it's not worded that way, but the sign on the thing is like, we are no longer accepting the things, egg cartons. No, not a chainsaw. I knew it wasn't a chainsaw, but it's still, like I said, you just don't want to hear a freaking saw, like any kind of saw, at midnight. I don't know. It just sounded super ominous. It's creepy. And also because it was like, it just kind of ran. I didn't hear if it even cut anything. That was the other weird part. Because normally you can hear it like cut its material. Just someone going around buzzing a skill saw, which is even creepier. I might have counted a rectangle ring in with the sliders. Oh well. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, yep, that coffee is definitely worn off. So that's good, at least. It's like I'll be able to go to bed and just, like, pass out. It's not going to keep me up until 3. Which I had noticed a couple weeks ago. Like, I drank it just, like, probably half an hour to 45 minutes too late. And I was, like, in bed, like, why am I not tired? This is weird. I should be exhausted. But it was because I drank my coffee, like, just that a little bit too late. Also probably helped that I actually did do my... Used it basically as a pre-workout for my run. So I'll remember that if I want to do my runs in the evening is like, drink the coffee. Not recommended if you want to go to sleep before 2 a.m. Asterisks. Oh god, there's still so many. Okay. So that was a pile of 6. Oh, keep going. Keep going. I'm not sewing these till tomorrow though. Because at this point I feel like I would probably sew over my finger and all my fears about my machine would come true. Then there'd be a whole kerfuffle about how to get myself to the hospital without children. And that would not be a fun ER wait at all, especially right now probably. Alright, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. Alright, so this is the halfway point at least. Yay! Ready to sleep. Ready to sleep. There's that too. Well, like, and for that sort of thing, right? So, no. Let's not do that. Well, they would come, but... yeah. Plus, honestly, at this point, if depending on the, like, because of course it's triage system for us, for the ERs, which I think is probably across Canada, but between, like, the point of getting to some of these hospitals and the urgent care opening at this point, it might be better to actually just wait for urgent care to open. I think urgent care, actually I was thinking like urgent care isn't open till 10, but I think urgent care opens at like 7, so definitely it would be a better amount of wait time than some of the wait times I've had in the ER here. Even after I broke my ankle, I was in there for like, I think it was 5 hours. Yeah, because I would have gone after dinner, and then I wasn't like out until like 12:30 or 1 o'clock. Like 7 at the outline, 8 o'clock at night till like 12:30 or 1 in the morning. Maybe if I was bleeding profusely enough, I would at least get moved into a room, but yeah, thank goodness for knitting. I actually just finished the pair of socks that I was knitting the night that I was waiting in ER to get my ankles like x-rayed. Oh, but the problem was they were toe up and they were like ever so slightly too short, so I knew I was gonna have to like take the toe out and re-knit the toe, right? So it was like the hesitation of like, damn it. And it literally took me an afternoon to do it. So it was like also like, damn it, when I got it finished, because it was like, these socks have kind of been languishing for like, well, they languished for a while. And then I picked them up and realized that they were too short. And did like the whole like, knitted the cuff. Tried to like decide how long I want the cuff on them. And then they languished again for a while once the cuff was like nearly cast off. And I finally picked out the toe and redid it. And that literally took me the afternoon. It wasn't even that bad. They really, yeah. Especially because it's not like I took like extra pain medication or anything like that. So, and then by the time I got called back, it's like, I really need to pee, because I'd been waiting there for so long. And then I tried to I had to push the call bell or something like that to get them. I kind of got forgotten in the back. And then by the time I finally got to the cast room, it was literally I was probably in and out within 45 minutes of actually being taken back, because it was yeah, we'll get you an x-ray. They moved me around in the wheelchair instead of making me walk. And then they're like, yeah, you got like a hairline fracture. And if you do featherweight, then like do not walk on it. No weight bearing. And it should heal. It looks like a clean enough break that like unless something shifts, you won't need surgery. Here's an air cast and some crutches and some pain meds. See you later. Don't come back. It wasn't even to see you later. It's like, we hope not to see you later. Although the benefit was, oh fuck, excuse me, it was that I didn't end up having to pay for the air cast or the crutches because they didn't have the proper person in to do the billing for the like extras. Although the fact that like you have to pay for a cast is kind of ridiculous. It's like the main treatment method and you must pay for it. Or it is the treatment method. It's not like even the main treatment method. It is the treatment method. Although I didn't actually figure out how to work the air cast until like, I think I was like 3 to 4 weeks in. I'm like, oh. I hadn't been like pumping it up correctly. So like, it mostly was just there to stabilize. Although I did a really good job of keeping it featherweight. So, God, I do not want to repeat that if I don't have to. Oh yeah, now I'm getting cold. Okay, let's wrap up clipping these straps. There's 8 more, including the one that's in my hand. Brr. I will not be fixing that bow tote before Omatsuri, but that'll go into the that'll come out of timeout. It's literally, I can see it. It's staying on top of my serger pretty much. But that'll come out of timeout for Knit City. So that'll be the one new tote bag for Knit City. Oh dear. And actually I've got a Kato that's nearly finished as well. The Shiba Inu, and it's basically, it just needs white top stitching, so that'll be the new one, the one solo new Kato for Knit City as well. And next week will be small box bags, and pretty much only small box bags outside of those 2 that I just mentioned. Hopefully I don't grind my clutch. Shifting brain gears for these, for like between this to the small box bag. I'm probably going to get to the small box bag and be like, why have I always complained about like having to box the corners? That's what it's going to be like, which is good. It's like the training for the half marathon. Run further so that the half actually feels shorter. Do the more complicated bags first so that the less complicated bags feel like less work. Even if they have their own pinch points. They'll still probably be mutter grumbling about the pinch points. But overall, they will be a much celebrated break. There we go. 6 more. 6 more. And then I can go upstairs and get cozy in my bed. Alright, so now that these will be all clipped, we'll go in and just chain piece them together tomorrow. That'll be the first thing under the machine. Then we'll go in and we will sew everything together. And hope for the best. Hope that there's no mishaps. If anything goes wrong, like I have to like pick out seams and do a bunch of work to like get the bags to actually go together properly, they're just going into timeout tomorrow. At this point, it's like this is already pushing my luck. That one didn't get freight checked either. What is going on? Oh. Okay, well there is actually the end of the call, so I will freight check this and then I'm heading upstairs. Hope you guys all have a fantastic night. They're upset because their door isn't open, so they know I'm not upstairs. But I am going to finish this. Oh, baby girl. Okay, I will chat with you. I will be online in the morning, I think, once I pack the truck. Not for very long, and then I'll definitely I'll be on in the afternoon once I'm done setting up for Omatsuri. So have a fantastic night.